Good morning, welcome back. Past few mornings we have spoken about when is it God's time to exit the situation, the pressure, internal condemnation, a challenge. I think this is a very practical thing in our lives because as believers, as disciples of Christ, what should our decision making look like? And what are the factors that tell us which is the way to go and which is the way not to go? Okay, so 1 Corinthians 10:12, wherefore let him that thinks he stands take heed lest he fall. And this is the entire 1 Corinthians 10. This verse is sort of putting it in the right frame. Let him that thinks he stands take heed lest he fall. This is Paul not being very kind necessarily, but making things very clear. He is saying, look, this is the actual problem. Your problem is not whether you can resist temptation or something. That's not the point. Your problem is that you're being too confident about the thing. And that's an interesting thought because in our lives, in the world, we're often told you need to be very confident and you need to be like you have to know, you have to be self-assured and that kind of thing. And but the Corinthians, they just really highly estimated their ability to handle dangerous proximity. Okay, they decided that they were so spiritually mature and so wise, and they had such integrity in Christ that they could just sit at the idol's table and the idol would never influence them. Okay, in other words, they marveled at their own amazing spiritual level so much that they believed it's enough for safety, even in the presence of something evil. There is nothing wrong. And that's just the ego talking. It's as if I said, oh yeah, I can watch a horror movie and that's not a problem, or I can, it's not going to affect me, or a porn movie. Okay, yeah, I'm so spiritual, I can just watch it and it's not going to affect me. Okay, that's like crazy talk. And this is also, Paul is saying, you guys, this is crazy talk, that what you're thinking, because it's the ego telling you this is you're such a clever boy for God. Okay, so when you have that feeling, I'm such a clever boy for God, it's really time to start praying. It's just time to start praying about it and asking God, because my old sin nature is incredibly creative when there is something greatly desired on the other side. And one of the most effective strategies is to dress up an ungodly solution as a spiritually sounding thing, like plenty of reasoning, and you dress it up, and at the end you just admire your own spiritual maturity, and you understand my point. I think we all do. Maybe we all have been led down on this road. And so what is it like when God gives us an exit? And I think there is really a high contrast to it, because when God leads me to a solution, it makes me more wary of sin, not less. I am becoming more wary of it, and I'm not saying, oh, this is okay, I can go close, no problem. No, I'm saying, no, I don't even want to get near it. When God gives me a solution, it leads me to greater dependence on Him, not be more independent of Him. When God leads me to a solution of the situation, exit or staying in, it's gonna make me more aware of my capacity for failure. I am going to know very well how weak I am. I'm not going to be like so impressed of my own amazing ability to resist it. Like Joseph, we spoke about a few days ago. He ran out of the house. Why did he run? Could he have explained the nature of God rather in depth? Maybe, I don't know. But he definitely didn't think that he could just stay there and resist her. Okay, and the exit God gave him actually cost him dearly. So just one more verse, Proverbs 11:12. He that is void of wisdom despises his neighbor, but a man of understanding holds his peace. Okay, so this holding his peace, that's the part I want to focus on. I think it's important when God gives me a solution, it's not about building an impressive case about it. It's much rather just being quiet before God, genuinely not trusting myself, genuinely asking God, is this the right way or not? And you correct me, and I'm not just expecting you to say what I want to hear. Point is, when God is leading us, oftentimes we're not going to be like more and more impressed with ourselves. We're going to be more and more realizing how dependent we are on Him. So that's just some food for thought, food for a good meditation. God bless you.